Hi, my name's Charles, and I just wanted to give a trade recap on SPACE today, December 14th. Here's the pre-market. Here's what I was seeing. This is a large gap down. It was nearing 15% down gap, and this is all the pre-market action. I actually liked it because it was in sort of a consolidation, even though this was bouncing between $28 and about $26, which $2 in a $28 stock it's a decent amount. However, it just felt like it was consolidating pretty well, and I feel like I found some pretty good levels. This level here, 26.5, was hit here with good volume, and then here as well at 8 a.m. And then up above at 27.75 seemed to be tapping against this a few times throughout the morning, especially here on these 3 points. So I really liked that high and low, even though price did get a little bit lower. You could see it only got down there, at one point and then came back up. So I liked these levels better. And really this middle level that I had, this $27, you could see it came down and tapped it here. And then a little bit here. So I don't know, I really like that 27 because I felt like it was right in the middle, and it might be a good inflection point to trade off of potentially to one of these other levels. So that's sort of what I was thinking. And this is the 5-minute chart, by the way. So let's go to the video, and I want to show you what I was seeing on the tape. The tape was awesome, at least for the first 15 minutes. I felt like the tape was showing awesome stuff. So here's my chart here, and here's the level 2, obviously, and then here's the tape on the right. Up here at the top right is going to be all the orders over 5,000 shares, and then the middle one is all the orders over 1,000 shares, and then down here is going to be all the orders under 1,000. So anyways, okay, so I'm going to fast forward. So by the way, I stay with a 5-minute chart for like the first 5 minutes, so you're going to have to bear with me. It's not going to have 1-minute candles. So right here on the open, price gets under $27. You could see there was a big order here, but you can see not a lot is going on right now. So price is staying under 27, but there's not a lot of conviction, right? So price does go down. Okay, so finally here, I'll show you here. Finally, some orders do end up going through. Right there, boom, a lot of orders. So actually, the majority of those orders were at 26.82 on the bid. So that's what brought it down, right? So these were huge, massive numbers. These were, almost 2 million shares combined at 26.82 that went through. I guess maybe 1.2 million, so a lot, a shit ton. So that brought the price down. But if you notice, price kind of sits there. So you had all these shares go through, and I just felt like price was not going down very fast. So it goes down, it comes up on the 26.5 level. And look at here, you got these huge bids, right? These huge orders here to buy at 26.50, right? So far, besides those 2 really big orders on the offer, the majority is on the ask still. And really, big orders are slowing down nearing here. So really, there's just not a lot of conviction telling me that this thing wants to break through and keep going. So price is literally just sitting here at 26. Here, let's go back a little bit. So if you see, price is just hovering here at 26.51, 26.52. The bid is not letting up from 26.51. You have these huge buyers at 26.50. However, they're not even getting touched, and they're not stepping up either, though. So I guess I'm not really sure what that means. But this was clear as day to me. To me, this 26.50 was a clear support. It was a wall. 50 wasn't even getting touched. 51 was holding. And so this would have been a great place to get long right here with at least a partial nearing back to the opening price of $27. So like I said, 26.50 is not touched. They almost go away here. You can see some bigger orders are coming in now on the offer as price is going up. So that tells me, see how much faster it just went up too? It just went up much faster. You got some big orders here now, some big offers at 27. And they just got eaten through right there. If you actually notice, I didn't even realize this, but look at the bid, 27.27, and the offer is still at 26.99. That's crazy. The spread here says 5 cents, but really the bid is 28 cents above the offer. Anyways, if you look over here in these huge orders on the offer at 27, all in the green. Just everything screamed long to me. Even on the going down, there's just not a lot of conviction, and then sure enough, 26.50 held, and then on the way up, huge orders on the offer. Man, the spread is still really messed up. 27.46, 27.14. Okay, there, it just finally caught up. So you can see big orders at 27.50. They sort of went away actually. Right there. So Edge X, 27.50, huge orders there. Price ends up going right through that, eating those up. It does struggle a little bit here though, so it sits below, and then there you go, it ate through the 27.50. It even gets through, let's see here. So this, I had this 77 level, even though it was more like probably 27.75. But generally that was a good level, and so if you watch the tape is where it really tells you, okay, what level was important. And so right here on level 2, you can see 75, some decent offers here. So that was a big order that went through on the offer, 5,100. And then see there's more at 80. So it really was between 75 cents and 80 cents where a lot of the offers were. So I guess my 77 level was generally pretty good. So that 80 kind of held for a little bit. It kind of held as resistance. Okay, I fast forward and went forward. So it's about to break through. So you see 80, it just went through 80. Pretty big order, 14,000 on the offer. Keeps going up. 28 is my next level. You can see big offers at 28. And it rips through that. Huge orders going through on the offer. So this thing just looks really strong so far. So far, these levels that I had worked pretty well to play off of. I didn't trade it the best, but that's okay because I'm still learning a lot here with the tape. So 28 is holding, but it's not really continuing. So here I was seeing, you could see a big order here went through on the bid and some in the middle here. So I feel like it's losing a little bit of steam, maybe temporarily. 28.01, 28, still holding. I'm going to fast forward a bit. So yeah, price has been sitting here at 28 for a long time, for like, let's see, like 15 seconds. Price has been holding 28. Orders have been going through. I'm not sure if I should look at this as a bid holding and not letting up, or if it looks like it's just going to collapse. You can see all these orders on the bid. So it's just like the bid is sitting there eating up orders. So maybe that is a temporary support as well. So then price goes up. So yeah, price bounces up. So yeah, to me, there was two different kinds of supports. There was the earlier one at 26.50 where you saw huge bids, but they didn't even get touched. And it was the 51 that was holding, right? And then here, 28 was holding, yet you didn't really see the really big bid sitting there. It was just 28 was just sitting there. It was almost like it was hidden. It was in the background holding. So it's like two different kinds of supports there. Fast forward a bit. So price ends up going, I think, to like 40, 45 cents. So yeah, that was the highest it went for that point in time. So it pretty much went from that 26.50 all the way up in about 4 minutes to 28.35-ish. So you got almost $2 move in 4 minutes, and right from that support that you could have played off of. So I think this was just reading really well to me. It's pretty cool. So then, okay, so here I noticed that price does stall, and it ends up coming back quite a bit. I think it pulls back all the way to 27.75. And so I was trying to look and see what was showing me that price was slowing down. Well, I noticed that no more big orders were coming in at 28.30 or 28.40. You can see here middle orders were coming through, kind of middle size, but they were all in the middle. They weren't reaching. So I guess that was enough to not give it enough demand. And if you notice, the last big orders were at 28.25 and 28, so you'd expect a little bit of temporary support there. And you can see prices struggling to get lower than 28.20. Okay, there it goes. It just kind of gapped down through it. Now we're getting back to 28. You can see 28, some big buyers. Oh, blew through that. It's still kind of holding 27.90 though. No, it went below. So it keeps going down. Let's see, it goes below 75. So it ends up holding 75 cents for a while, which is good, right? Because it's kind of confirming this level was a legit level to play off of as well. And then it eventually gives. I just noticed something here. So this was a big, so 77 cents gave, went all the way down to 27.50-ish. Now it's hovering above 27.50-ish. You see this big seller coming in at 27.60. I'm not really sure what that means. Maybe someone trying to short from here. Oh wait, so okay, so it goes down and comes back up, and it does end up hitting that 27. Here we go. Hold on, let me show you. So that 27.60 right here, the 27.60, that nicey sell order, it's about to get hit, and you'll see it gets hit, but it gets hit on the offer though, right there, 27.60, 48,000. So it's like these bids that are just sitting still, they're on the way down, they get hit on the bid, but then on the way up, these big orders are getting hit on the offer. So it's almost like they're just kind of standing their ground, which might mean that those are, you know, supports and resistances. Like maybe, you know, I'm not sure. So that big order at 60 really held it up, and then I think it, okay, it ends up going back down. You can see some big orders, some big buyers here show up. Okay. So yeah, this price never really gets below $27 here. I end up finally switching to the 1 minute candle here, and you can kind of see price went down, hit 26.50, then shot up all the way up to 28.40, then came down, struggled a little bit above 27.77, and then went all the way back down to 27. So these levels held really well. I'm pretty happy with these levels. And then, yeah, 27 held the whole time. It holds for like another 5 to 10 minutes, and then price eventually goes back up. So the fact that price consolidates above 27 tells me that it wanted to go long, because to me 27 was the inflection point. If price would have gotten below, yeah, I would have expected it then to sell off back to 26.50. Maybe then those bids get hit and then it sells off more. But the fact that it stays above 27, even though it's below VWAP, which is right here, VWAP really isn't an indicator to me right now. It's more of this level, you know, the whole dollar number and these bids showing up, which is giving me enough confirmation to say, hey, I'm going to play off this $27 level with the, you know, with the potential to get up to 27.75 or 28 or 28.50. So I'll fast forward a bit here. I definitely overtraded here a bit. I was just kind of playing with the tape, trying to get in and out. It was definitely wicking. It was accumulating, I think, here, because it was definitely wicking around, grabbing shares at the bottom and at the top. So if I show you this other, so I had to go to my other video. So real quick, so this is what happened. Price ended up sort of breaking out. You can see volume increase here after the consolidation. Goes all the way up to 28. Big orders again. Ends up going all the way up to 28.70, I believe. Ends up going all the way up here, and then I think that was about it. Actually, goes up a little higher. So that was about the highest it goes. I put an order out there when it was in the money, but it didn't reach that at all. This was the highest point it got to. So again, here's how it looked. You know, I'm basically just calling this trade a gap fill, which is, you know, stock gap down, sort of consolidated in the pre-market, made some good levels, sold off a bit, price held, and then I was looking to fill the gap as much as I could, which in this case was only about $2.25, which is still pretty good. So thanks for listening to my trade review.